What is happening, people? Just going to walk over a bit of a market recap for yesterday and an outlook for today. So hopefully the outside noise isn't too loud. I'm outside chilling at the moment. So yesterday on GU, like I said with my arrows yesterday, once we kind of break this level, which was confirmed inside here, we're going to continue to fall off. So I'll keep those there, but I'm now coming to target this liquidity here. So for me, this is a pretty big draw on liquidity now. So I'm looking for just selling really. Straight down to the 15-minute. Yesterday, we literally just fell off a cliff. London open around here. No trades for me at all in here. We did have a sweep of a demand here, which I was happy to buy off of and look to buy kind of into this range here to sell, like I explained. But there was nothing. Price just fell off. So currently what I'm kind of working with now, we've confirmed this range. We've had a really, really good break here. Liquidity sweep here and then a break to the downside here. So this entire area of supply is quite clean. I'd be looking more or less from this area here. If I jump on the hourly, like I said, I'm not expecting this area to hold, but the area itself is more or less this area here. So I want to sell because I'm expecting a reaction from here. It is a valid demand in terms of pushing price up, but we have completed the bearish structure cycle coming downwards. So I'm expecting a reaction from here, more or less expecting this to be a trap. So I'm looking for price to kind of come into this area, give some type of move, build liquidity, and look to like sell continuously down to that. So we are about 40 minutes outside of London at the moment, and I'm not really seeing much for today. So this is probably the first week, I would say in 6 months, I haven't had a trade for the first 3 days. What I kind of need to have happen now is price to push itself up here. I am open to buying off of this point and catching the retracement into a sell, like I'm open to it, but I need liquidity built, whether that's kind of a move down like this, pull up, pull down, and then look to buy. I need liquidity built in this area here to then look to buy off of, okay? Need to fuel the market in order to get a move. At the moment, there's not a lot of that. So what I'd like to see price do is kind of step its way up here really, really slowly. I'm looking for a complex pullback to generate liquidity, come up to here, and then sell. So that'll be more or less a late London based entry is what I would kind of be expecting. So on to EU. Now EU, I tried to look for the same thing yesterday. Like I said, I'm happy to buy off of here. I'm happy to buy off of here. I'm happy to buy off of here. But the buy itself came very, very late in this session and there wasn't an entry. I can go down and kind of have a look. There just wasn't an entry for me. Like I said, I'll jump into it here. Wait for it to load in here. So it came after my New York session. Two bigger ranges here. We did have internal break with liquidity here, swept, mitigation, this then confirmed with a sweep. You'd be looking in at getting in off of this area here. This was just like 1:30 a.m. for me, 1 a.m. I'm just not up at that time. So much more London orientated. So I didn't get a reaction I wanted. So on the 4 hour, like I said yesterday, once we break this, we're coming low. And as you can see, it's following that arrow perfectly. Just haven't been able to kind of catch that. So what I'm more or less expecting price to come to is really good demand here. This ticks the boxes in terms of what I'm looking for. Took liquidity, created a move. It's a valid demand for us, so I'm heading towards this demand. Once we hit this demand, I'm open to buys. We've got a really good liquidity point. We're just about to sweep into this, which is way too aggressive. There's nothing for me internally here. Like I said, I would need to see is more or less some slowdown of price. Because this point holds so much weight, I'm open to actually taking a buy without sweeping liquidity. More or less looking for this to build liquidity in this point and buy through. So looking for a trap entry, kind of London, but I would need this to slow down, come into this area, generate liquidity here, pull down, generate more liquidity, and then buy through that to come and possibly take the Asia highs and complete the daily cycle. So in terms of take Asia lows, mitigate, push to take Asia highs, that's kind of my daily cycle there. And then what will happen is you've got New York, which will basically reverse the market, which would be and complete my daily cycle. So nothing on the intimate in terms of what we can do immediately. More or less just got to wait. So I'll update you guys update you guys in the Telegram on what I'm looking for as it happens. So make sure to join that. It'll be more of a late London type entry. It's looking like, but I'll obviously, like I said, update you guys and we'll go from there. In terms of USDCAD, we're still at the very top of a range, so I'm just not interested. We have retraced into this point. I'm not expecting this point to hold, so more just sweep this high and then sell. At the moment, though, I won't go too in depth with it, and then gold is the same, so nothing we can kind of do there. So very simple, very slow week so far. Price is kind of just doing its thing. Let it let it build, let it do what it needs to do, and then we'll obviously attack off of that. So open to buyers down here, sells themselves come up here. We have got a very, very nice demand to supply area that sits here. So once we get here, sells are on, but I am open to buy up to that. So like I said, I'll keep you guys updated. We will go from there and kind of see what the session has for us.